22-year-old soprano Laura Wright has packed a lot into the last 8 years. The former Radio 2 Young Chorister of the Year had a successful career with the group All Angels, selling over 1 million albums. Having gone solo, her debut album went to #1 in the classical charts. Now, she was last seen by Songs of Praise viewers here performing at the Big Sing, but she actually spends most of her time here. Currently, Laura's finishing her degree in opera studies at the Royal College of Music, but she's in demand. Last year, she performed at the Queen's Jubilee, at the Olympic Stadium, and at the Festival of Remembrance. Do you feel that music somehow brings a nation together?
Yeah, enormously. I've just been made the official singer for the England rugby team, which is an amazing feeling, but a big responsibility. And, you know, it's only 50 seconds long, our anthem. It's so short, but in that space of time, you can unify the entire crowd and be this symbol of unity.
You have a vested interest in rugby, don't you?
I do. I have 3 older brothers who all play rugby, and let's put it this way, I was the rugby ball when I was younger. But in recent times, I did actually start playing rugby, and I'm having so much fun being in a team sport, because obviously, as a soloist, you're up there on stage on your own a lot of the time, you're travelling around on your own, and to be part of a rugby team and to be with a group of girls that just have so much fun, they're so driven as well, that they have that drive that you have as a performer, it's great to mix the two.
So there you are, you're singing in front of 86,000 people. How does that compare to, say, singing in an opera house or a concert hall or a church?
Singing in a church, for me, is the most peaceful experience, and I feel like I have, you know, a very strong faith there as well. And I think it's interesting when you take that music out of the church and out of that surrounding, I still feel that faith, and I still feel that connection to the church and to my faith as well. And I think that's the beautiful thing about choral music, is that it's written in devotion to God, and that kind of goes with you wherever you go.
You talked about the need to have an emotional connection with the song. How do you connect to I Vow to Thee, My Country?
You sort of feel like it's the people's national anthem. It's, you know, everyone gets behind you, everyone sings it, everyone knows it, and you see people almost sit up straight when you start singing it because they feel proud, and I think that's how I feel when I perform.
I vow to thee, my country, all earthly things above, entire and whole and perfect, the service of my love, the love that asks no question, the love that stands the test, that is upon the altar, the dearest and the best, the love that never falters, the love that pays the price, the love that makes undaunted, the
For some, their devotion to music has meant overcoming physical barriers to fulfill their dreams. Gemma Lunt was a musical child but suffered from hypermobility syndrome, which caused joint pain and fatigue.
It was such a huge part of my kind of life at that time. And as I grew up into secondary school, I was leading the Wigan Youth Orchestra when I was 14, which was a great opportunity. It was a way I could express myself. It was a way I could kind of get frustration out in my music as well as all the kind of other emotions. And I think it really became a big support to me.
Gemma overcame these barriers to secure a place studying performance at Trinity Laban Conservatoire. But after an accident in 2003, she lost the sight in one eye and 4 years later suffered an anaphylactic shock which led to nerve damage and the loss of the use of her legs.
I was in bed for most of that year, a lot of the time, and I'd been told I wouldn't play again properly, and that really, really hit me. I was just absolutely devastated. I suddenly started being able to pick up the strength to play my soprano sax, and I just kept at this and gradually built that up, and I got some of the sensation back in my hands a bit, and basically then started picking up the viola.
Within a year, she was back at college, but even this threw up new barriers to overcome.
It's quite hard going back to Trinity Laban being in a wheelchair, because obviously I had issues with access at first, and it was very frustrating. But it felt like that's where God had wanted me to be, and I was just determined to kind of stick at that and work my way through whatever else kind of came up. I'm going to be playing Amazing Grace. It always seems that there's certain songs that have really stuck out to me or really kind of really reached out to me at times when I've just felt like giving up, and that is one of the songs that has really, really helped.